Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. We are already 3 weeks through our 5 week summer course, so we're in the home stretch here. This is just a video to keep you updated on where we're at, give you a little bit of motivation and encouragement to make it through these last 2 weeks of this course. So this week, week 4, we're going to be talking about social problems pertaining to gender and sexuality. This is a pretty heavy content week. We have a pretty large amount of videos and readings for you to get through. So this is definitely not a week to wait until the last minute to start working through the content. So while this week is a little heavy, the good news is that next week, week 5, which is our last week of the course, I do keep the content much lower. So you have more time to work on your final project as well as your final exam for this course, and there's less content for you to work through next week. So just something to keep in mind. I do want to bring to everyone's attention here today that in the week 4 content folder that you'll see for this week, in addition to the typical task list in our to-do list here, you'll notice that I'm also encouraging you to begin working on your Solving Social Problems infographic, which is your final project for this course. So if you scroll to the bottom of our content folder here, you will see that there is a separate folder for the Solving Social Problems infographic. So if you open up this folder, you'll see that I provide you with a lot of information about this project, guidelines and grading rubric document here. So in this document, I go into very, very specific detail about what this assignment is and how you can complete it successfully. I also include the grading rubric that I use to grade this final project of yours. And as you can see, this final project is worth 100 points. So it's worth a pretty good chunk of your final grade. So that's why I'm introducing it now in week 4. It's not due until the last day of summer session 1, which is next Friday, July 1st at 11:59 p.m. But I want to make sure that you have enough time to start working on this, or at least planning out what you want to do for this project. Now, instead of going through all the details about this project here, you'll see that in this Solving Social Problems infographic content folder, I've already provided a video with instructions explaining in detail what this assignment is and how you can complete it successfully. I've also provided an instructional video showing you how to produce this infographic using the platform Canva, if you're not familiar with that. I provide you with an example of what this final assignment should look like. And then again, the submission folder where you'll be submitting your final infographic. So if you have any questions as you're working through this content and figuring out what this final project is about, always feel free to reach out to me via email. But like I said, definitely carefully read through the guidelines and grading rubric and then carefully watch these instructional videos first. They have a lot of information in there, step-by-step instructions. So make sure you're reading through all of that information very carefully first. All right. Like I said, we are in the home stretch. Y'all are doing great. I've loved reading your reflection assignments. I've loved creeping in on your discussion forums. I'm really impressed with the amount of sociological insight you're starting to incorporate into those weekly assignments, which again is what I want to see from all of you. This is a sociology course. So while I definitely want to hear your individual perspectives and I love seeing the individual connections you're making to your own lived experiences, I love even more seeing that you're making connections from the assigned readings, from the videos that we're watching, and really developing your sociological imaginations through these assignments. So keep it up. We only have 2 weeks left here. We're in the home stretch. I know this is intense. Summer courses are. We're covering 15 works of content essentially in a 5-week period. So just keep working through it. I know there's a lot of content this week, but I definitely recommend you to take the time to work through it all, to read it, to watch all the videos that are being assigned, because this is a lot of really interesting content on social problems pertaining to gender and sexuality. All right. As always, reach out if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. Happy Juneteenth. If you don't know what that is, this holiday that we're celebrating today, definitely look it up, Google it, especially coming off the content that we covered last week about social problems pertaining to race and racism. It's important to be knowledgeable about what today means and the significance of it, especially its connections to our state of Texas here. So good job, everybody. Keep up the good work. Reach out with any questions, and I'll be in touch soon.